Has Dan Snyder been held accountable adequately, in your opinion, and is there more to be done there?
I do think he's been held accountable for. I think the organization has been held accountable for.
What's become increasingly pathetic is the way the National Football League, led by Roger Goodell, in correlation with the power billionaire owners fuel the league with, the same ones who believe that Donald Trump is the man for the job in running the country, provide endless cover to one of their own when committing alleged criminal acts. Washington football team chairman Dan Snyder is getting off scot-free because the cronies involved in the good old boys club enable this alleged criminality.
They have reached a settlement with a former team employee who accused owner Dan Snyder of sexual misconduct in 2009, according to multiple reports. The Washington Post reports the settlement is for $1.6 million, and New York Times is reporting that Snyder paid the settlement to avoid negative publicity. And both the Post and the Times report that the woman was fired after making the allegations.
And this was just one of many cases involving Snyder.
Daniel Snyder, a person with real power, probably won't face real consequences for his disastrous stewardship of this team. The players, the fans, they all deserve better than Dan Snyder.
As Roger Goodell continues to stonewall the public on independent investigator Beth Wilkinson's report, the public is demanding answers. Many, including myself, believe the NFL is hiding something very, very big. PFT called it a potential bombshell. We have now learned more of Daniel Snyder, his actions, his fragile ego, and what he does behind the scenes via the great journalism of many in the sports media field.
Jay-Z, bar none, is in the top 5 of anybody I've ever met.
Okay, I think we've passed kneeling.
He can come in, help problem solve. Certainly we're in areas of social issues.
The organization came under scrutiny recently when on social media posts like this showed up. This is Crushers Club's president, Sally Hazelgrove.
So it's really great that we have this relationship with Jay-Z.
We need to bring light to the issue. I think everyone knows what the issue is, and we're done with that.
Jerry Jones is the owner and self-anointed general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, who once said, "Our policy is you stand during the anthem, toe the line," to which Donald Trump wholeheartedly. Jones once uttered, "If you do not honor and stand for the flag, then you won't play."
When somebody disrespects our flag, to say, "Get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired."
See a similarity? These two have much in common.
When he's an owner of a franchise in the USFL, he's regularly sitting there doing work during the national anthem.
That is Jeff Pearlman, author of Football for a Buck. It was well known and not even a big deal that Donald Trump would sit during the anthems. He would do work, take calls, conduct interviews. He probably never gave it a second thought. Paul Domowitch echoed those sentiments. I was there 34 years ago when he spent the entire anthem berating Philadelphia Stars president Carl Peterson about playing a USFL playoff game at Franklin Field. Jones, who gave $1 million to Donald Trump's campaign, also disrespects the flag. After Jones's first home game as the Cowboys' owner in 1989, a fan complained that Jones and his guest Elizabeth Taylor had been spotted sitting during the national anthem. The Star-Telegram published a letter from the offended fan, and that's just the beginning.
So we don't need to touch politics. We don't need to touch politicians. We need to be the respite, getting away from all of that.
Lunacy aside from separating an inseparable pair of politics and sports, here's why Jera is hypocritical. Military flyovers.
As a Rams cheerleader, her husband August just came back from serving overseas.
Military reunions in NFL stadiums.
Turning his back on his guest of honor, Governor Chris Christie.
Chris Christie invited by Jerry Jones himself to sit in his box at a playoff game.